There's so many ways for people to make money out here selling digital products. You have people that say one way is the thing and then another way is the thing. Let me tell you what the thing is, and I'm going to do that in this video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Willis. I'm a digital product creator and mentor to other creators, but I'm also an AI specialist. And I know AI has been causing waves out here on these internet streets, but let me tell you, the product that's the thing is the product that is for you. There's no one product that is going to make you blow up opposed to the other. It is the one that does good for you. So right now, since I know that AI is like confusing everyone, they're trying to take the time to learn it, and then it's slowing down their progress on actually creating a digital product that they can sell, as opposed to going out here buying PLR products that's saturated that everybody and their grandmama is selling, right? I have something for you, and I'm going to show you products over the course of a few videos here, but this is the first one. I'm going to show you how you can create story coloring books, ones that stay consistent, ones that don't require you to build out anything. And I'm going to demonstrate the whole process right here and how you can get it done and have it ready for KDP, which is print on demand. And you can have these books printed. You can sell the pages as individual pages for people. I mean, there's so many different ways. You can use it as a lead magnet to where you give it away so people can get on your email list, which will allow you to build up your leads if you don't have an audience. If you don't have an audience, you want to give away value first. Give away something. You don't have to give away all the pages. Say, for example, this coloring book is something you want to sell, and you're like, well, what am I supposed to make to know if they're interested for one and to get them on my list for two? Well, you're going to be using the same method I'm about to use right now, and you're going to be generating you some pages, and you just give them away. Give away like 10 pages and see if they like them. And then they'll be apt to purchase the bigger coloring book from you. And a lot of people are making money this way too, but they're not doing it right, or they're not telling you how to do it right. Again, I am your mentor's mentor. So let's just check this out here in the computer. I need you to do me a quick favor real fast before we dive into everything. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel because it helps your girl out a lot. I would greatly appreciate it, and it keeps me motivated on bringing you more information like this and showing you various ways how you can create digital products so that way you can build out your digital product business. I created the Storybook Creator, so I'm bringing this over here so you can actually see it. It pretty much is self-explanatory. Okay, so it's very easy to use. It's in your browser. All you have to do is open it up and follow the instructions. Read this, and then now you're gonna choose your specs. So you're on step one. So right now it should already be on start a new book. So if we click this, it's like start a new book, start a new book. It is from scratch. So let's talk about a story idea. Me personally, as I'm using this example, is David and Goliath, right? So I want to create a story coloring book. Not that it has words on it, but it comes out like a pictured story for children. And I'm going to put David and Goliath for children because that's kind of my story idea. Now it says, what are you making? Are you making individual printables, or this is going to be a full book? Because I want to show you the full book aspect. How many pages? Well, KDP needs 24 interior pages to create a book. And I tell you that there. And I tell you what the sweet spot is too. And that's research data. Okay. So then we'll put, let's just say 40 or 48 pages. Okay. And then it says, how do you want it printed? Do you want it like double-sided? Because a lot of people that create coloring books, they like to just have one page because people like to tear the page and they don't like to tear the picture on the other side. But that's definitely up to you. Kids, on the other hand, typically are both sided, but it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm gonna say double-sided art on both. And it says page size. Now these are the different page sizes based on KDP because it's print, because that's what we selected. But I'm gonna use the regular 8.5 by 11. If you're international, they typically, the UK typically use the A4 size, but we're gonna do US letterhead, and then it's going to say age group. So again, this is for children. This is a storybook or a story coloring book. So I'm going to say, okay, let's do preschoolers, ages 3 to 6. Maybe this is for Sunday school or something like that, right? for the church. So then you have the background details. I wanted moderate background, and I want what kind of art style. I want it to be friendly, cartoonish, kind of like you saw on the cover. So now that I have all my specs filled out, I'm going to say submit the specs. So it submitted it, and now it created for me a story architect prompt. Now what I'm going to do is use 2 AIs here, because I'm going to use my Claude, because I always use Claude. But then I'm going to turn around when it's time and use ChatGPT for their images. I'm going to copy this prompt right here. It's copied. I'm going to go over here to my Claude desktop app. This is that Claude AI. We're going to create a project for this. Okay, so I'm going to go into projects. I'm going to create a new project, and I'm going to say David and Goliath coloring book, right? Because that's what this is for. I'm going to just create it really quick because I want all of my information about David and Goliath coloring book in this one project, because this is what I'm working on. So I'm going to copy that prompt in there, and I'm going to press submit. Now I have mine currently working on Opus 5, but you can use Sonnet as well. I know some of you need to save your tokens, and that is totally okay. The prompt is doing its thing, and it's going down, and it's going to create some stuff. Okay. These have been programmed to be very large, because typically a person does not even realize they need this much data to produce quality, not just any AI product, but quality AI products. So a lot of people telling you, yeah, make this, because they're regurgitating information they heard from somewhere else, because they themselves are not coders or designers in and of itself. They're learning from someone else who's not even a coder in that way, or don't have the experience. Okay. They took a course and now they're teaching the course that they took, right? It's mapped out all of this for me. So we're going to go ahead and copy this here. Now we're going to go back to our step 2, and we're going to paste what the AI replied right here. So we're going to paste it in there, and now it's going to load the story Bible for us. So the story Bible has been created. The Little Shepherd, Big Courage. It locked in a character sheet for us and a world for us. Now we can copy this character sheet if we wanted to. So we want to, right? And then we're going to come over here. We're going to come back into our project, and we want to save this context. So we're going to say character sheet. And so now we're saving this, copy the world. So now we're going to copy that in there, and it's going to say the world. Okay. Because it's only in this project. And that's why we did the project, because we want our stuff to be very consistent and doesn't look like AI slop. You could save these, but here's the thing. I would do this in one sitting, because you can. It's not going to take you 2 days to do this. You just need to sit down and make sure you have some time and you're not interrupted. You can get through with this in one sitting. Now it says get your pages. It's already ready for us. It's telling us we're on page 1 through 20. We want to copy this prompt. We're going to come back over here. We're going to go back into the one we already opened. We already had this. This is the one we're working on. And then we're going to copy this in there, and then we're going to paste that up on in there. What it's going to do is it's going to give us back some more information that this tool is going to help us spit out a whole story. But this is so exciting. This is what's going to help you create your own product. Now you can come in here and make up an imaginary story too. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Why it's doing that. When you're up here, you can make up your own story that you want to create. And then it was a button that said, surprise me. It doesn't have to be a known story like David and Goliath. It could be a story that you come up with to create a coloring book out of. And that is going to make it unique to where your coloring book doesn't look, for one, your lines is all different and crooked, and I'm going to show you about that in a second. And your characters are consistent throughout the whole coloring book. I mean, it really looks good. It's one thing to use AI. It's another thing to use AI like an expert. Okay. So we're going to go back over here, and now all of this is written out for us. Up, it's still going. See, it's still going. Okay, it's done now. So we're going to copy this whole thing. We're going to jump back over here into our little area, and we're going to put it down here, pages 1 through 20. That's what we're doing right now. So now we're going to do one of these numbers, copy and paste, and then now it's saying add these pages. So it just loaded 20 of the 48 pages that we're doing. Now what we want to do, these are just little check marks that say, okay, this one has been done, in case you get up, go to the restroom or do something like that. You know which one you did and which one you didn't do. So, okay, you know you didn't do that one yet. You can download this text just right here. You can download the whole thing, and you can actually save all of this in case your computer cuts off or whatever. At least you have your prompts, right? So we're going to copy this one prompt here. Now, this is where we're going to switch over to our image generator, whatever you use to create your images. So you can use your Gemini, you can use, me personally, I use the ChatGPT. Let's pull up ChatGPT, and I am going to go to ChatGPT really quick, and I'm going to create another project while I'm in here. So I'm in here and I'm going to create a project. I'm going to call it David and Goliath, the same name, because this is what I'm making. So that way it's organized. If I ever got to go back to it, I know what's what, okay? In here, what I want to do, first things first, I am going to add, copy and paste that first prompt. Before I do that though, let me come back over here and grab my world, my character sheet. Let me grab my character sheet, source, add a source. Text input. I want to put my character sheet over here too. And I want to bring over my world too, add a source. Text input. This is the world. Save. Okay. Now I want to go back over here and grab my prompt. Make sure I grab the first one. O1. Copy the prompt. You can even edit the scene. So we're going to come over here to chat and we're going to do our thing. So now all the images should be generated right here. Okay. Now don't get it twisted. The prompt does save the scene. It saves the character and the world. It's in the prompt. But I love to have it inside my project just so I can make extra sure that everything stays consistent throughout my images. It's 83% done. So I'm gonna let it do its thing. And then what I'm gonna do is copy the next one, get ready for the next prompt. So that prompt is already copied, as you can see. Okay, so now it then came up with an image for the coloring book. Pay attention to the background, pay attention to the characters. Really take a look at this here, okay? Look at how he's dressed, the face, the lines, the thickness of the lines, the thinness of the lines, and the opacity, because sometimes when you're creating coloring pages, the lines can look very dim compared to others, kind of look faded. It doesn't look like together. Now remember what age range we picked as well. Okay, so we picked that preschool age range. It's still generating to get it a solid picture for us. There we go. So that's done. So we already have our image 2 prompt ready. So we're going to go through here. I'm going to paste that and let it do page 2. And while it's doing page 2, we're going to come back here because we generated the art that we like for number 1. And now number 2 is generating. And then I'm going to do number 3. Okay, so, and that's just because I want to give you a good idea of how this is going to help you. And again, you can copy all the prompts at once, which I wouldn't recommend because AI only can hold a certain amount of text at a time, depending upon what you're using, and you don't want it to drift off and not stay within the confines of what you need to do. But I would love to sit here. It beats being in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, which that is how I used to have to create vector art back in the day before AI. We had to use what was called Adobe Illustrator, and some people date prior to that. Okay, so, and this is coming from someone who actually designed. Okay, so believe me, this is a game changer. Now, take a look at these 2 images for a preschooler now. They look really similar to one another. Now, since we have 3 copied, we're going to paste that in a minute. So it took 1 minute for that to do. Okay, let's go here. Now we're on number 3. So you just think about it. If it's taking on average a minute or so to create or to generate a page, and you're talking about generating 48-page book, you can create basically a whole full-fledged coloring book in about 48 minutes, an hour. Let's just say an hour. Okay, you can get a whole book done in an hour of your time. Now, just imagine if you had an hour every day to make a new book every day. That is unique. That is not PLR. It's not like you took a PLR from somewhere. I mean, this will be brand new content for you. And it's doing David and Goliath, but it could do any story. It can be Noah's Ark. It could be any story that you want. But again, this is a great tool that you can use to create a digital product for yourself. Or if you're looking at diversifying your digital products and you want something simpler, or if you just want to make it for your own children and your own self, you can definitely use this story coloring book creator to do so. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to give you a prompt for every single page along the way. As you finish the pages, it's going to prompt you. Remember, we did 1 through 20. Now, if I click this button, it's going to give me the story outline for the pages for the next 21 to 24 pages. So after I've clicked all of these here and went through and created every last single one of those pages and got it done, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put a button on here to get you back up here to the top faster. So once you get down to the bottom, it will be a button. So I'm about to put it in there because I don't want to keep scrolling up and down, because now you need to paste in this prompt, which is going to give you the storyboard and the outlines for the next 21 to 40 pages. And then once you get done with those, it's going to give you the next one from the 48 to that last 7 pages. Okay, so let's find out. Okay, so now look, page number 3 is done. So first, David is in the field, like, okay, with his sheep. Then he's talking to his sheep. Now he's telling the sheep, come follow me. And the sheep is following him. He looks exactly the same, okay, in all of them. It's not like a different character on every page. This is a game changer, all right? So if you want to be able to get your hands on the story coloring book creator, so you can create your own, I'll have the link for that below, okay? I'll have the link for that below, and you can get your hands on it. And it is not a subscription or a monthly fee or anything like that. It's just a one time, and it's yours to use however long you want to use it for. Unlimited pages, all of that jazz, okay? If this video was helpful to you, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. So like the video, it helps your girl out a lot. And subscribe to the channel so you can see more of the types of digital products that you can be using to create sales and digital products for yourself. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.